Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. The Dogs just chewed them up and spit them out the last time these two met as they destroyed Auburn.
Man, that's why I think Auburn needs something to happen early in this ballgame. They need some confidence. They need some feel-good because Georgia's dominated this series. They know. They talk about it. Auburn needs something good to happen early.
Tight end now in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What will they dial up on second and 8? Way to go. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it inside the 15.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make...
Touchdown, Auburn! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side just... really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Hall will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. When you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that. Freshman was taking a shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down pass defense.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Holds it in, the 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off play action on 1st down. Under fire. Oh, he's got some space. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's on his way. He'll go on. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Looking down the middle. Got his man to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged out of the air.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got a man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Saw a spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tiger. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive. There he goes! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The play action fake. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Dogs, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did.
Sprinting away. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. They used a jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot from Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Fires to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Dogs! And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got his man in the middle. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's it, 5. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the late field goal. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run the draw. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that 3rd down.
Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28 to 17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Buys a little time with his feet. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
That's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's a heat. Using his feet to buy time. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Quickly complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. From the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down. Trailing. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Give to the running back. Picks up the 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the right side. Open space at the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs, but man, they got to do something about it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Henderson. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Out of the gun, the inside give. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines like, listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's got the back in the middle.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the running back. Sweet cut there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to...
Breaks into the open. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South.